Hi there, my name is Xavier Matthews. I was born in Gauteng, but have lived most of my life in the Western Cape. Currently employed as an intern to Digital Youth in Johannesburg and seconded to the ICT Academy in Worcester in the Western Cape. My duties are as intern, part of the cybersecurity training team for the 2025 ABSA cybersecurity group of 12 students. I also serve as PR person for this program for digital youth. So I'm often videoing and photographing the students, whatever they're doing, video intros with them, etc. Then my other duties, if I may, sir, I'm also the Pearson administrator here at the ICT Academy, as it serves as a Pearson test center for our students. It is much easier for them, given that they're visually impaired, to write in one central space. We also open to the public for exams, and that I can tell you makes a lot of sense for people, because then they don't need to drive through to Cape Town. Well, as someone who was born visually impaired, with visual challenges, I like phrasing it that way. I don't believe we can do without tech at all. I know everybody uses cell phones. I know just about everybody uses computers, but we need that. So how this all came about is that it was very serendipitous actually. I applied for and was enrolled into the 2023 cybersecurity program here at ICT. And at the end of 2024, I graduated with the certifications in A+, Network Plus, and Security Plus. I then volunteered and I'm here. Now, the tech, I cannot tell you just how much we need it. We have specific screen readers that are on our mobile phones as well as on our computers. So whatever is on the screen, depending on the screen reader that we use, for example, one is more comprehensive, another one not so, but it's because we're working on it. That is how we access everything. So your computers are completely the same as everyone else's. The only difference is ours has a tech, I'm going to say advantage to it. Yeah. So that is how I'm getting to the education. We want to teach students to be able to use this tech so that they can actually make a difference in society. Thank you, sir. If I may just say, as someone who was born with visual challenges, so was born with it, unfortunately it's not a condition that can be improved upon. Yeah. So I actually came to the Pioneer School for the Blind, which is actually right next to the campus here of ICT Academy. I schooled here. I served as prefect and student council, hostel committee. So those are management roles at an early age, if I may put it that way. And then in my final year, I served as head girl. So I have always dealt with other fellow students who are visually in degrees. So how it impacts my approach, especially something now that I'm actually using as a supervisor in the hostel with students who are also very challenged visually to different degrees, is I want them to know that this is just one of those things. This is not something to get you down.
Yeah.
And management-wise, I am learning every day. So I'd like to give you one specific approach. However, because I have a growth mindset, it is constantly changing, adapting, and I'd like to think improving. You know, I find it very, very important that we cannot do without technology. So I've got to tell you, if I may, load shedding and stuff is not exactly a friend. So you get your solar, and you get all of that. So it really assists. It really helps. But we bring in the human element because I do think that machines are still perceived as very foreign, very alien, very cold to a lot of people, specifically if you're dealing with different age groups. So bringing that human element into it makes sure that welcome connection, is what I'm going to call it, is always there and always present. I believe it has to be. It facilitates and smooths the process of teaching tech and tech and humans, it's like a circle, it closes. That's how it works. And I can't see any other successful way to work. So it's very integral to one another. So FYI, Worcester has probably got the largest amount of persons with visual challenges. Okay. Now, that generally is, if I may phrase it like this, to the sighted world, blind people might be a little bit scary. Okay.
Yeah.
And because we do things differently, it can look a little different. The biggest misconception that we are wanting to change is that blind people, persons with visual challenges, it's just one more challenge. There is nothing different. There is no difference between us and anyone else. For example, to give you stats, our first ever Heinbachner cybersecurity program, we had 10 students. After their 3-year program, 5 of them are currently serving as interns to ABSA, the company that sponsored them, very successfully, might I add. And we have another 6th student who is working at Prime Media. These people are completely blind. These people have visual challenges, and they're integrating fantastically into the career space. And the other students, they are going into different directions, but they are all still very much busy. And they never are without tech, that I can promise you. Let me tell you, all the learners that I've dealt with have got uber confidence to begin with. So that's fantastic. The ones that might still be a little bit shy, you know what? That's what makes this, I want to say, this boiling pot of all of us working together so brilliant, because we bring in our experiences from different perspectives in life, from different sections, from different backgrounds, and then we approach it together. So basically, this is where the growth mindset comes in again, to be able to adapt the whole time. I mean, you come here from a different background, you're going to go into the work environment, and this is what you then need to do. Because we want our people who study here to go into the work environment, stay in the work environment, but not only just the work, but also be part and parcel of the entire society, I'm going to put it. I can tell you, for example, that our group that is with ABSA, they are very much still a group because they all knew one another. So they get out together, but how they approach what I was thinking minefield, but I want to take that back. The layout of ABSA in a completely, this is a challenge, we've got it. Oh my goodness, I am totally boasting with them. They were here last week, 2 of them, and they were telling us what it's like and the difference it's made in their lives for their family. Well, we are always human first. That I'm going to say that's an elemental truth that we can use, that we can utilize. And our entire reason for existing, our mission, our goal is to be human first and take this person into the next change. And I want to say era, that sounds really fantastic, but it really is. So human first is, well, it's for the advancement, it's for the education, it's for the betterment of all of us. So our steps start with we get the right people, we bring in the people, we mold them as they continue, we educate them. It's like what you're reminding me of now is, like someone who's a marathon runner. I remember listening to interviews with some of them before, and they asked them how they train. And they said that physical training is important, but you have to actually mentally be in that space where in your mind's eye, you can envision that road that you need to run. I am an awesome dancer. When I'm on my own in the class or something, and the day's a bit tricky, then I'll be like dancing, and it's like, okay, it makes all the difference. Look, on a personal goal, I'd like to go to Norway. Because I want to see if my eyes can see that Northern Lights
Yes.
in Svalbard, as well as I just want to see how close I can get to those pyramids, because if I can touch them, it's like all this history. That's a personal goal. And then a professional one is to become a really good trainer. And fortunately for me, I'm surrounded by colleagues who are very, very good trainers. Because humans need tech.
Ah,
So I was making it like a circle. You can't have one without the other.